Good evening. The performance of each sport represented by the Sarawak contingent at the Malaysia Games SUKMA 22 Selangor 2026 will undergo a post-mortem review to identify strengths, weaknesses and areas requiring improvement in preparation for future editions. Minister for Youth, Sports and Entrepreneur Development Dr. Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah said the process would be carried out after the contingent returns to Kuching with a detailed assessment of the achievements of each sport. He said among the aspects requiring attention was Sarawak's level of participation in sports offering a large number of events and medal opportunities.
I believe after SUKMA, when we are back in Kuching, there will be some kind of post-mortem to be done on each one of the sports. How to improve ourselves, how to get better.
He said this when addressing the Sarawak contingent ahead of the final day of SUKMA 22 Selangor 2026 on Sunday. Dr. Sri Abdul Karim added that aquatic sports were among those requiring attention based on a number of events and medal opportunities available. He said the development approach for the sport needed to be reviewed, including strengthening coaching expertise according to disciplines such as long distance, middle distance, and sprint events.
Through my many years of involvement with SUKMA, I noticed the pool, the swimming pool, aquatic sport is the one.
Meanwhile, he expressed pride in the achievement of Sarawak's cycling squad, which secured 3 gold medals at this year's Games. He also said Sarawak Premier Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato' Abang Openg was pleased with the performance displayed by the Sarawak contingent. A total of 8 million ringgit has been allocated under the Madani Budget 2026 to the Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development (KPWKM) to strengthen the care sector, including efforts to produce 50,000 skilled caregivers by 2030. A total of 8 million ringgit has been allocated under the Madani Budget 2026 to the Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development (KPWKM) to strengthen the care sector, including efforts to produce 50,000 skilled caregivers by 2030. KPWKM Minister Dr. Sri Nancy Shukri said of the allocation, 3 million ringgit would be used for caregiver training, while the remaining 5 million ringgit would be allocated for the development of care standards.
Latihan ini penting supaya penjaga mempunyai ilmu dan kemahiran yang betul dalam aspek keselamatan, komunikasi, pengurusan tingkah laku serta keperluan fizikal dan emosi individu yang dijaga.
He said this when officiating at the launch of the KPWKM Care Sector Initiative and Caregiving Campaign 2026 Team Ilmu Menjaga Kasih Dirasa here on Monday. According to Dr. Sri Nancy, the initiative was important in developing a more professional care ecosystem that meets the needs of society, particularly as Malaysia is expected to enter the aging nation phase by 2036 with the population aged 60 and above projected to exceed 15%. Meanwhile, she said the 5 million ringgit allocation for the development of care standards aimed to ensure the establishment of a clear, consistent and trusted quality benchmark. She said KPWKM had taken the initiative to develop the national care standards for senior citizens and persons with disabilities to ensure every individual received care that was safe, quality-driven, compassionate and respectful of their dignity. The Sarawak State Library will organize the International Knowledge Conference IKC 2026 at the Waterfront Hotel here from November 23 to 26. Minister for Education, Innovation and Talent Development, Dr. Sri Roland Saga Wei In, said the conference would serve as an international platform to discuss the role of gallery, library, archive and museum Glam institutions in navigating developments in artificial intelligence AI, digital transformation, and emerging technologies.
These are the institutions which directly addresses critical global priority, ensuring that trusted knowledge, ethical information practices, and institutional credibility remain central as artificial intelligence reshapes how information is created, shared, and being used. This event is in line with our PCDS 2030 by supporting a robust digital economy and an innovation-driven society built on trusted data. The keyword is trusted. Digital economy capability and responsible use of emerging technologies.
He said this during a media conference on IKC 2026 at Menara LCDA here on Monday. He added that the conference would bring together researchers, librarians, archivists, knowledge workers, policymakers, academics, and students to discuss the challenges and opportunities arising from the rapid advancement of AI technology. In this regard, he called on all civil servants, ministry personnel, and heads of departments to register and actively participate in the conference. He explained that civil servants who process state and public data daily serve as the frontline drivers of the Sarawak Digital Economy Action Plan 2030.
To successfully transform into an intelligent government framework, our personnel must sharpen their AI competencies, digital inclusion, and records governance, skills in governing the records, to effectively translate high-tech infrastructure into trusted, proactive public value.
He added that Sarawakians needed to become active creators and critical evaluators of digital information rather than passive users of unregulated AI tools. Meanwhile, he said participants would engage directly with a multi-layered curriculum featuring 17 professional paper presentations, 100 research poster presentations, and 20 advanced technology exhibitions showcasing innovative solutions. The Insan Sejahtera Care Support Program, SPEKTRUM, serves as a platform to empower family caregivers through training, knowledge, motivation, and psychosocial support, enabling them to provide better care without neglecting their own well-being. Minister of Women, Family and Community Development, Dr. Sri Nancy Shukri, said caring for elderly family members, persons with disabilities, chronic patients, or bedridden individuals was not an easy responsibility as it required skills, patience, emotional strength, and continuous support. She said the welfare of caregivers must also be given attention as they often adjust their own lives to ensure family members requiring care continue to receive appropriate attention.
Jadi dalam banyak keadaan, penjaga terpaksa menyesuaikan kehidupan mereka demi memastikan insan tersayang terus terbela. Sumbangan mereka mungkin tidak selalu terlihat, tetapi nilainya sangat besar kepada keluarga dan juga masyarakat. Sebab itulah apabila kita menjaga kebajikan individu yang memerlukan bantuan, kita tidak boleh melupakan kebajikan orang yang menjaga mereka. Penjaga juga perlu dijaga dan diperkasa.
She said this in her speech at the officiating ceremony of the SPEKTRUM program held at the Dewan Bahasa dan Pustaka Sarawak branch in Kuching on Sunday. Dr. Sri Nancy said SPEKTRUM was part of the government's efforts to strengthen the national care ecosystem, particularly in addressing the growing need for care services for senior citizens, persons with disabilities, and chronic patients. The Santubong Member of Parliament stressed that caregivers also needed support through home care services, respite care, psychosocial assistance, as well as community and government support networks. At the same time, she said the government was also easing the burden on families through the provision of assistance for bedridden persons with disabilities, bedridden chronic patients, and non-bedridden chronic patients (BPT) for eligible recipients.
Sehingga bulan Jun 2026, seramai 42,036 penerima di seluruh negara telah menerima bantuan ini dengan jumlah perbelanjaan 119.5 juta ringgit. Di Sarawak, seramai 3,235 penerima telah mendapat Manfaat melibatkan perbelanjaan lebih 10.4 juta ringgit. Dalam tempoh yang sama, bantuan warga emas BWE telah disalurkan kepada 170,133 penerima di seluruh negara, melibatkan perbelanjaan melebihi 609 juta ringgit. Daripada jumlah tersebut, 23,034 penerima adalah dari Sarawak dengan perbelanjaan melebihi 94.3 juta ringgit.
Dato' Sri Nancy said the development of the care industry required cooperation from all parties, including the government, families, communities, non-governmental organizations, NGOs, training institutions, and the private sector. She explained that the care sector should also be recognized as a professional field with value and future prospects, while having the potential to create more employment opportunities and sources of income, particularly for women. Sarawak is structuring a more comprehensive artificial intelligence AI ecosystem to nurture a local generation that not only uses technology, but is also capable of developing its own AI solutions. Deputy Minister for Urban Planning, Land Administration and Environment, Dato' Lan Talif Saleh, stated that efforts to strengthen local AI talent and the ecosystem must begin with exposure, practical skills, and networking with industry players. According to him, the AI for Makers program held in conjunction with the Borneo Makers Festival serves as a platform to empower Sarawakian youth in the field through collaboration between the Tabung Ekonomi Gagasan Anak Sarawak, Tegas, and the Sarawak Artificial Intelligence Center SAIC.
Bagi merealisasikan visi ini, 3 pendekatan trust akan dilaksanakan, iaitu meningkatkan kesedaran dan literasi AI masyarakat, memupuk kemahiran praktikal manusia AI Builders Club, dan Tegas sebagai AI Talent Hub, iaitu pusat perkongsian ilmu bersama pakar industri.
He said this when speaking at the opening ceremony of AI for Makers Borneo Makers Festival 2026, which was officiated by Sarawak Premier Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato' Abang Openg at Tegas Digital Village here on Sunday. Dato' Lan, who is also Tegas chairman, added that the program contents were enriched through AI talks, forums and spotlights, AI skills and tools workshops, as well as AI exhibitions and experiences, including an AI test drive zone. He further added that this approach is vital to building a robust community of AI practitioners across Sarawak, in addition to giving young talents room to explore technology through hands-on experience. He emphasized that the state's digital transformation cannot rely solely on infrastructure provision, but must instead be supported by human capital equipped with the skills to master and develop such technology. The program targeted at least 5,000 visitors over 2 days, comprising students, educators, university and college undergraduates, government agencies, entrepreneurs, the general public, as well as strategic partners of Tegas and SAIC. And that's the English edition with me, Philip Yeoh. More news can be found in our official portal, ukas.sarawak.gov.my, and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. Concluding the bulletin with highlights from the launch of the KPWKM Care Sector Initiative and Caregiving Campaign 2026 Team Ilmu Menjaga Kasih Dirasa in Kuching on Monday. #Saluran Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.